Uh, this is Nerd in Texoma, and I'm back for another video with y'all today. Glad y'all could take a moment out of your day to watch this whenever you are, because you could be doing anything else. You could be at work, you could be working on the lawn, working on the car, but you took a few minutes to hang out and see what the nerds got to say today. And that's awesome. That's cool. Thank you. Today, again, I know we go back to this well quite often, but it's one of those things that I enjoy, I find intriguing. The wild world of knockoffs and bootlegs. And if you can see right back there by my shoulder, you can see what we're going to be talking about today. Now, you might not be able to totally discern what that but what each of these is a DVD bootleg set of the different Star Trek series. Now, this is a set that came out of China, I believe, roughly 20-ish years ago, that I have almost the complete set of. I've been slowly collecting these throughout the years, and I have 4 out of 5 of the box sets. The only one that I'm missing is the Enterprise set, because those things still go for about $60 used. Bootleg, when I can go to a place called Movie Trading Company here in Texas, closest one is about an hour away, and I can pick up the official Enterprise set for about 40 or 50 bucks. I don't need to, because I already got it. You know, one of my trips down to Dallas a while back, I did purchase the official Enterprise set, not the slim pack that came out a couple years ago. I'm talking the 4 individual seasons with the plastic sleeve that pops off the top, that if you turn it on its side, it kind of looks like the warp core in the NX-01. I've got those. One of these days I will find a copy of the Chosen Collection of Enterprise cheap enough that I will be willing to buy it. But in the meantime, like I said, I have number 1, Star Trek, the Chosen Collection. This is the original series. This is all 3 seasons. Got the top that pops off like that. You've got the bottom that slides off like that. And this might be a little tricky to do on camera, but you have the top of the box that slides off like that. You got your Star Trek. It's kind of got this nice metallic-y type of finish, kind of a bluish, purplish color to it. It says Star Trek there on the bottom, Star Trek on the top. And you get the inside of the package. Where you get this thing, which is not really like a wallet. It's like a little cardboard flap that goes over the discs. Oddly enough, the knockoff manufacturers decided to go with the Paramount logo, because from what I understand, when these were first marketed, they were marketed as official Paramount merchandise that was just licensed for the Asian market and it was region free, all that. And I was quickly found out that they were knockoffs. Generally speaking, the quality of them is on par with the individual season releases that Paramount did of the various Star Trek series. But sometimes some of the artwork that they chose for the discs is a little strange. Now, like here on the original Star Trek, for every disc on season 1, you have Captain Kirk. Totally makes sense. You have the lead of the show. Then, for season 2, I'm not the best with names of some of the not so common characters. I believe this is T'Pring. I believe that is Spock's wife when he goes through the Pon farr and he has to go back to Vulcan. She's the person that's listed on every season 2 disc. Why they chose her and not Spock or Scotty or McCoy, I have no idea. But that's who they chose. Then, for season 3, I can get with this choice. They at least used one of the bridge crew, one of the main recurring characters. They put Chekhov on every disc for season 3. That I can somewhat understand. He was one of the main bridge crew. That's cool. It makes sense. Unfortunately, fortunately, unfortunately, I managed to pick this box set up for about $18 after shipping. One of the main reasons is that it is missing the final disc of season 3. It's cool because it is the original unrestored episodes. So it's got all of the 60s not computer generated, they didn't really have that back then, but all of the 60s effects. I believe my slim pack of the original series that I picked up at Walmart years ago, that I think was the 50th anniversary pack, I believe that is all the remastered stuff. So it's cool to watch the different stuff, and see what they changed, what they didn't, how it got upgraded, all that. The other kind of drawback that I do have about this particular box set, and it may just be my Blu-ray player being stupid, I've only tried 3 discs so far. Only one of them works. Again, that's what you get when you buy bootlegs. Sometimes everything works perfect, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, next up, I have the Chosen Collection. Now they changed the packaging somewhat, because the original series, you see, is like a little slim box like that. For Next Gen, DS9, and Voyager, they went to a bigger box like that. And again, I got the Next Gen and Voyager sets. Yes, I know they look quite alike. All Next Gen, Voyager, and DS9 sets all have the Romulan symbol on them like that. Not sure why. But I got Next Gen and Voyager cheaper than I got my DS9 set because, as you can see, they're missing this slip cover here. And again, under that slip cover, there's the Romulan logo. I don't know why. I believe it was about 2 or 3 years ago I picked up the DS9 set here for about $40. The Next Gen and Voyager sets, I picked both up for 40 bucks. So I was happy with that, even though they didn't have the top slip sleeve. And these open up slightly different than the original Series 1. You'll see right up there, Star Trek The Next Generation. It's still got that metallic look to it. And you can see that the background here for the Romulan logo is green. These do not slide off like a box. They slide out from the top here. And it's a kind of tight fit. When they slide out like that, then again, you've got it on the inside. Number 2, original series, number 1. This came first, this came second. We'll get into something interesting here in a bit about their numbers. Again, when you get it out of this tray here, it looks like it's a book, but this is just a cardboard cover that goes around the DVDs. Alright, so all of these that I've tested on the Next Gen have worked fine. Again, with these, like in my previous review of a Chinese bootleg of some classic cartoons, these don't really tell you what's on each disc, so it's a guessing game. But if you can get a printout of what's on each disc for the original individual season releases, at least for Next Gen, DS9, and Voyager, the discs match up like that because they're exact copies of those discs. So we have Season 1, Next Gen. Again, one of these interesting choices for an image. We have Riker from Season 2 as the disc image for Season 1. What the heck? I mean, I'll give you that, you got Next Gen characters in there. That's cool, that's awesome, but Riker didn't have his beard until Season 2. Why is he on Season 1? Alright, then after that we have the Season 2 disc image with Picard this time. He should have been on the Season 1 discs, but they put him on Season 2. Especially because this is a Season 1 Picard image here. Then we have the Enterprise D. Okay, that's cool. I can deal with that. But again, Picard should have been Season 1, Riker Season 2. In my opinion. Then we have Season 3. Okay, we're getting a little bit more accurate here. Now we actually have I believe this was a Season 3 cast picture. It's the entire cast. Wearing Season 3 and up uniforms, where they had the collar and the little dip right there in the front. Not the lay down collars like Season 1 and Season 2. But there's a little problem with this picture. They could have cropped it a little bit better. I'm going to just let y'all look at that for a second and see if you can tell me what is wrong with the dang picture. Give up? Why'd they cut Geordi's head off? Dagnabbit. They got everybody else perfectly in there. You know, okay, there's the little trim off of the side of Riker's head. But they completely cut Geordi's head off. Come on, people. What the heck? Alright, so then we go to season 4. Randomness. Just a picture of the Enterprise. Why couldn't you have made it up to Geordi and put him on season 4? Oh well. Season 5. Another picture of the Enterprise. Okay, again, cool. But isn't this the exact picture that we saw back on season 2? Just a small version on season 2. Now it's the big version on season 5. Was there not another image of the Enterprise you could have found and used? Then we have season 6. And this tells me that whoever made these knockoffs knew how to Google stuff. Because if I remember correctly, this particular picture of the Enterprise in Space Dock was never in the series. I believe this was a prototype picture that was illustrated but never actually included in the series. Or it may be from All Good Things. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. And then for season 7, we go back to where it all began. This is a season 1 promo pic of the Enterprise. What the heck? What the heck, knockoff people? Seriously. But it's still cool. I like it. I collect it. I'm weird. I'll admit that. Yeah. If you say, hey man, you're just really weird on all that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I am weird. Alright, so putting Next Gen up. Like I said, then we're going to Voyager. I mean, not Voyager. Blah, DS9. That was the next series chronologically. But, again, these bootleggers, gotta love them. On the slip sleeve here, this part that's missing off of my Next Gen and Voyager sets. Number 4. DS9 was the 3rd series, not the 4th. Voyager was the 4th series. But if I had the Voyager slip sleeve, it would have a number 3 there. And I know you're asking me, you know, oh well, it's just a slip sleeve. This doesn't say DS9 or Voyager or anything like that on it. You know, why couldn't you just take the number 4 and put on Voyager and swap them out if you had both of them? Well, the reason for that is on the back. This may be difficult to read, but it has listings of some of the actors, and I'm guessing some of the producers and it says directors, but I'm not sure, of DS9. The first one is Alexander Siddig. That was Dr. Bashir. Then we have Andrew Robinson, Garrick. We have Avery Brooks. These are all DS9 actors. So even though they have DS9 names on the back, they've got it listed as Series 4. I don't have the Voyager slip sleeve, so I can't guarantee this, but I'm going to guess that it says number 3 on Voyager, but lists, like Kate Mulgrew and, different Voyager actors on the back. Robert Duncan McNeil, stuff like that. Okay, we get that slip sleeve off. We have a orangey yellow version of the Romulan logo for for DS9. Again, this is similar to Next Gen, where it slides out like that, slides out from the top. Again, the yellowy orange. On the outer box it has the metallic sheen to it. Inner covering it doesn't. And again, here it's not just a simple swap it. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, number 4. And again, just like with Next Gen, that just slides off. Just completely slides off like that. Alright, so with with DS9, I guess they learned about not putting cast pictures on there. They decided to go with the ships. That's all good and fine, except they put ships on here that were not in DS9. Season 1, we start off with a Sovereign class starship on there. Presumably the Enterprise E. I can't really read that right now. Yep, it is the Enterprise E. Let's see if we can get that in there. Probably not, because my camera on my phone was being a stinker and not wanting to focus. But it says 1701 E. That Enterprise was not in DS9, ever, let alone the first season. Because it's Picard on the D that drops Cisco off at the station in the first season. Alright, so then we get to Season 2. Alright, they fixed their mistake a little bit. There's actually a picture of Tarak Nor, Deep Space Nine. Maybe it's Empok Nor, I don't know. But it is at least, correct to the series. Something that would be seen in DS9. Then, for Season 3, and I guess I can kind of see this, because I believe it was Season 3 that had the spin-off where Voyager left from DS9. So we have an Intrepid class ship, which looks a lot like Voyager there from their opening credits. I'll give you a pass on that. Alright, so then we get to Season 4. Boy, do we have something interesting here. We have the Enterprise A. I believe that's a picture of the Enterprise A from the undiscovered country. There were never any refit Constitution-class starships, to my knowledge, that were ever seen on DS9. Okay, then we go to Season 5. And we are still on a refit Constitution in DS9. What the heck? Then, okay, Season 6 of DS9. We go back to DS9. Awesome, makes sense. You know, that's the namesake of the show. Makes total sense. And then, for Season 7, again, this makes total sense. The Defiant. You got it right. You know, you got it right on the 2 seasons that you used an image of DS9. You got it right on the Defiant, the season that you used the image of the Defiant. Like I said, I'll give you a pass on the season that you used Voyager, or the Intrepid class starship, which is Voyager. What the hell is a refit Constitution doing on the DS9 disc? No. You know, I could even give you a pass with an Excelsior class starship, because they were still using Excelsior class starships in Next Gen and DS9. You know, I could give that a pass, but not a Constitution. Alright, so then we go to Voyager with the metallic blue Romulan symbol there. And I've already pulled out the sleeve, the inner side. And again, you can see here where they messed up on the numbering. Star Trek Voyager 3. No, Voyager was the 4th series. Same as before, discs slide out. And it appears that we're going to have some of the same lunacy with the disc pictures as we did with DS9. We have Season 1 of Voyager. Sovereign class starship. That was not in Voyager. We have Season 2 of Voyager with DS9. Again, I could give you an easy pass if you use DS9 on Season 1, because that's where Voyager launched off from. Season 1, not 2. Alright, so now on to Season 3. And again, okay, this one totally makes sense. Intrepid class starship for Season 3. Looks like Voyager out of the opening credits. Perfect, makes sense. No issues, no qualms. Season 4. We're back to the undiscovered country, refit, Constitution, shooting photon torpedoes. Seriously? Season 5. It's that same picture of the refit Constitution. It's like they just copied and pasted from DS9 without paying attention to jack crap. Now, Season 6 here, I'm not sure exactly what ship this is. It kinda looks... From the warp engines, it kinda looks like an original Connie, but the image is so dark around there, I can't really tell. And there's an explosion. You see right over in the white, that looks like an image of the original Constitution class. Not sure. Again, but what is that doing in Voyager? And Season 7, we're back to the Sovereign class. Again, I like weird stuff. I collect weird stuff. I've got all of Next Gen on DVD, official release. I've got all of Voyager, official release, DVD. I've got all the original series, official release, DVD. DS9's been a little bit trickier to get. I've got most of it. I believe I'm missing only Seasons 1 and 4 on the official releases. I've got every other Star Trek series, official release on DVD. These are just an oddball quirk that I like having. You know, I just think they're cool. Alright, y'all. I will see y'all next time. Watch out for bootlegs, because I know a couple videos back I uploaded that one on convincing bootlegs. These, hopefully, will not fool anybody if you see these. That you'll just know from the get-go, those are bootlegs. Alright, take easy, have fun, I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.